because my dog Mo had a question that went crazy on Twitter.
Still is. Looking dead
Still
at it.
is getting crazy engagement, and we're going to talk about it on this show, which is dream crossover matches between AEW and WWE. So I'm going to start with you, Mo. What are some dream matches between AEW and WWE that you want to see? Give me five. Give
I
me
actually
five
want
dream
to.
matches.
I want to utilize some that the viewers had commented because I was actually impressed by you guys by some of them.
Okay.
I really love the idea of Io Sky versus Shida. That would
Ooh, yeah, that's tough.
definitely pop the fuck off. And I would love that. Not just because like I already know that they're champions, but in general, that would just that would fucking eat and give both of them a challenge because they're so aggressive. They're so
I agree.
intense and aggressive. That match, it needs to be a no DQ match if they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
go at it. So I would love that. I have seen people comment MJF versus Sami Zayn, and I didn't get it at first, but then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, the mic work, the mic work leading up would be fucking insane because they're very witty. The both of them are very witty. Well, what comes out of their mouths? It's shit that like I wouldn't even conceive on my own. That comes out of MJF's mouth and Sami Zayn. So I thought that was super fun. Another one that I loved. It was Imperium versus the New Day versus the Usos. Whenever Jimmy and Jay make up,
Mm-hmm.
that would be tough.
You said the New Day versus the Usos.
Sorry, the New Day versus the Usos plus Imperium plus
Oh,
like in a triple threat match. Sorry,
New Day. I'm about to say
New
New
Day
Day.
Usos triple threat match plus. Sorry, my bad. It's a fatal four way. I messed up. Triple threat. Sorry, it's supposed to be a fatal four way. Fourth one was supposed to have the elite. My apologies, the elite,
Okay, I
but
was like, what?
mainly the yeah. No, it's like we already seen that on WWE program.
Right.
That was tough. But my favorite one had to been so far. Someone said Ricky Starks versus Seth Rollins. That would be the sassiest fucking match and promo paired together. Sassy
Absolutely.
as hell. So I would love that. Now, if I had to think for myself, I really like. Okay, yeah, I know that this has been thrown out a billion times, but I do want to see Jade versus Bianca. Those have to be my two favorite females from AEW in general. I love Jade. I love Miss Bianca. So I most definitely want to see that. On number two, this is so cliche, but I need to see MJF and I need to see Roman.
Mm.
I just do. I just do. Because to me, those are the top men as far as AEW or WWE goes. So to me, I want to see two top guys go against one another, but I feel like Roman's mic work has worked up well enough to where MJF could play up a baby face, and I could see Roman playing his heel self, and it could still chew. So I like that very, very much. If I need like a tag team division going,
Hmm.
I actually want to see the elite. I wish Biggie wasn't injured, but if Biggie wasn't injured, I actually would prefer to see the elite versus the New Day. Cause I feel like the match would be very good, but still goofy as hell.
Hmm.
And I feel like that would just be really, really fun. Another one, I want to put the Acclaim versus Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, because again, that would be it'd be heat, but it'd also be unserious, but it'd
Very
be
true.
heat. I want stuff that's gonna be fun as hell to watch. And I gotta think about just one more match just to throw out there, and I haven't even thought about a main event, man. The main event would be so hard. So hard. You actually know, as much as I dislike CM Punk, him versus Cody in the state that everything is in would be perfect television.
Right.
Perfect television to see Cody versus Punk. The amount of rigs that would be in that promo would be astonishing, but the match itself for just a main event that's gonna draw money and put asses in seats. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. I think I named four, maybe five or six. Those are my picks. But Jordan, what were yours?
Ooh. All right. So boom.
Why exotic?
Obviously Jade versus Bianca was on my list.
Yes.
As far as main event is concerned, I'm gonna go with that. Main event, I'm going with Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns. As far as MJF, I'm gonna go with MJF versus The Miz. As far as
Why the Miz? You think he deserves that?
no, but I do think that their promo back and forth.
You said no.
No, absolutely
You
not.
just reminded me of fucking Tokyo Tony when you were just like, no.
No, absolutely not. But I'm gonna go with them. I think that promo battle is gonna be insane. Miz versus MJF. As far as the women, if we're considering NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, I want to see either Io versus Tony Storm or Blair Davenport versus Jamie Hayter.
That's
As f-
fun.
I
She
want to
didn't verse
see,
her, right? Not
huh? Huh?
she never versed. No, I think she was out of the company before Jamie came in. Never mind. She was
Yeah,
out
I
of the
think
company.
she was. She was
Yeah.
like with AEW for like a brief bit and then just like dipped out.
Pandemic came in. Yeah, yeah,
S-
yeah.
So then there was that. As far as this is gonna be a sneaky one. I'm gonna go with Pac. Not Pac. Pac. Pac versus Finn Balor. I'm gonna
Finn
go.
Balor don't deserve to be on the goddamn card. What the fuck would he have accomplished to have been on that card?
Matter of fact, I take that off. I
Yeah,
take
you
that
should.
match off.
Yeah,
I
you
take that
should.
match off.
You
I'm
should.
gonna go with Pac versus Santos Escobar.
Now we're talking.
I'm
Now
gonna
we're
go,
talking.
and then I'm gonna also go
I
with.
need Ibushi on the card. Oh my god.
I need because we never got a chance to see this in WWE. I need AJ Styles versus Adam Cole. So I think we
Yeah,
need that. I think we need that.
that could actually main event, and I wouldn't be mad at it.
And last but not least, Jay White versus Edge. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to just fall on the floor.
But that
Like,
those are my matches though. I don't know what
Jay White
show
versus
this would be on,
Edgy.
but those are just
Let's
dream
choose.
matches that I would love to see
That
between
should be his
WWE.
last match. As a matter of fact, if this was a hypothetical like pay per view, I would not be mad if that was Edge's last match. As a matter of fact, was that not a question? Considering Edge's contract is going to be up, he
Yes,
should do a cross promotion on the way out because I don't see why the fuck not.
that would be
That would
tough.
chew.
Now the question is, do you think WWE would allow that to happen?
See, if Hunter completely took over shit,
He
yeah.
probably would. Yeah.
Yeah, and that would be like top of his list. Top of his list. I don't really feel like there's much for Edge to do unless he wanted to go back and dip his feet back into NXT. There's not shit else for Edge to do for me unless he wants to do a callback to his to something with I don't know, maybe Randy Orton if he wants to
Yeah.
get revenge again and he wants to end
That
it
would
where
be
he
tough.
started, I guess. But he already beat Randy at Mania, so it's just like, why would you do that? I
Right.
feel like if you really want to make bank, just do a crossover at this point
Right.
because that would chew. But I had to just throw this in also
Okay.
because it also was a question for Cena. What is a reasonable last match for Cena?
It could be of anyone of any promotion.
I want to start with WWE because I feel like John Cena's never going to go to another promotion. He's just not going to do that.
Cody. Cody should
Uh,
be his last match.
why Cody? Like I know why, but why?
So I mean, the way that they're positioning Cody, because I feel like anytime Cena comes back, it's like a supposing passing of the torch, right? Like I feel like that was what him and Austin Theory was supposed to be, but because cats don't like Austin Theory, it's just like no. But I think that because they're positioning Cody to be the next white meat baby face, I think that that would make a lot of sense to like have a match against Cody to kind of like really solidify like this is the guy now. That's pretty much the only person I could see coming to mind because he's faced everybody else.
All
He's
right.
done
So for
everything else.
me personally, Well, I do understand Cody, and that's not a wrong answer in my eyes. I feel like Cody could get over on his own with the people he has on the roster to deal with. I
Right.
don't think he needs to be solidified because he already solidified himself off the Indies, and
Mm,
then him doing what he did in AEW and then coming in here. I don't think he needs that rub from Cena.
mm.
However, ever since I caught Carmelo Hayes cut the ruthless aggression promo from Cena, I cannot
That would be
take
tough.
my eyes off of that. I
That would be
can't.
tough.
If someone needs a rub, just in case you don't watch NXT and you need to understand why Carmelo is that nigga, you need to have a match with Cena. Because not only would the promos chew,
Mm,
but the match, I'm not even sure if Cena could keep up with Carmelo, but the match would shoot, because to me, I kind of do look at Carmelo as a Black John Cena, but he's not like a copy and paste. We looked at Austin Theory when he was in NXT and said, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's totally John Cena." But then
right.
he kind of started doing his own thing, and it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel authentic. But everything about Carmelo feels authentic. There's a reason why we call him Timothy.
Very
There's a
true.
reason why, and I just feel like if Cena wanted to go out putting a star over and we could just delete what the fuck happened at WrestleMania. Give that shit to Carmelo.
I agree.
Give that to him because the crowd gonna fall in love with him naturally. If you don't get him now, if you don't believe in him off of just looking at him, watch the man work and you gonna fall in love every single time.
Mm,
And then Cena could walk out, and I'm cool. I'm very cool with it. You can even raise his hand afterward. And I think everyone would just be cool with it because Mello, to me, if it's not Braun Breaker, it's Mello that's the future coming out of NXT.
I can see that.
So that's just my take.
Personally, I
And
would love
that's
to
a
see
word.
Personally, I would love to see Mello versus Randy Orton, but that's a different discussion for a different day. But we want to know all these things. So I think the crossover matches, AEW and WWE, as well as who should be John Cena's last opponent. But we're gonna move on